So another win on Tuesday. You must be feeling confident at the moment.
Yeah, the lads worked really hard and played really well. So that's a confidence boost for the whole squad and the staff, and it just takes us nicely into a really tough one tomorrow.
Why do you think it's going to be so tough? What are the things which you've gleaned about Morecambe so far?
Well, they've started really well. They look like they can score goals for fun. But we're doing pretty well ourselves. So we go there, like I said, full of confidence, with a bit of belief and the determination to keep our unbeaten run going.
Talking to Steve Yates, he was talking about how important it was to get a start to the season like this. What's your view on it?
Yeah, without a doubt, that was always the plan. It was the plan behind a really tough pre-season. We knew we had to hit the ground running. We've done that, but it's now about trying to maintain that and even push on. I think there's far more to come from the squad, and hopefully that can happen over the next few weeks. We're going to have setbacks, we're going to get beat every now and again, but at the minute we've just got to keep working hard at what we're doing and just literally taking it from there.
Are things starting to settle down after all the pre-season and the changes over the summer? Things have settled.
Yeah, it's been pre-season was tough, but that was a deliberate ploy of ours. And to be fair, it's gone pretty well so far, but we're very early into it. We just want to keep it going. It's been enjoyable watching the lads perform and work how they have done, and then Tuesday night we make 6 changes, and it was probably an even better performance. Considering we made those changes and people making league starts and first starts for the club. Really pleasing, and like I say, it can bode well for us hopefully.
When you've got a team that's performing so well, what's it like to try to do the chop and change? Is there a plan behind it, or what do you want to get?
There's an underlying plan, but whether you just try and stick to it, but occasionally you might have to veer off here and there. Everyone's in the reckoning to play. 6 changes, 6 really good performances, two strikers making their first starts for us, both scored goals, options, and that's far. That's where I want to be. Jack Damon coming at centre half without Stevie and was excellent, and it just shows that we've got a decent squad. We've got the nucleus of a main group, but there's people really putting pressure on, and that's what we're after. We're always after competition for places. We always think that increases performance levels, and if the players keep working as they are doing, then I don't see any reason why we can't carry on.
Which of the partnerships seem to be working well so far?
I think the system suits us that we've been playing. We've had to tinker with it a couple of times during games, and the lads have adapted really well. Some individual performances. I just think that we said from day one it's about the team, and it's certainly that. It is about the group togetherness, the group end product of winning games and playing pretty decent football.
Is it good to go and play one of the other top 2? It's so early that you can't really talk about positions, but playing these teams which are starting the season well, it's good for you to play them at this early stage.
I'll tell you after the game. Morecambe are notoriously very good starters, and I know Jim well, and he's doing a really good job up there, and he'll be wanting to keep it going, and as we all will. Some teams who have not started well will still think that they can get in and around it, and quite rightly so. So, nothing's decided at the end of August. So, it's just 1 month ticked off, 5 games gone. We're now into September, and just trying to accumulate as many points as we can. We're not getting carried away with where we are. There'll be many challenges ahead, but while things are going pretty well, you've just got to go along with it and keep striving to improve, and that's what we're doing.
Talk about sort of some of the formations, and you're managing to play the style that you're wanting for this season.
I think like I said, I think there's more to come. We at the minute always at what we're asking for. We've put a basic plan into action of how we're playing. We've asked them to just work really hard at what we're trying to do, and we think we've got good enough footballers to be able to make good decisions. We can't program them to do this and do that, but we set up different scenarios. We've set up little trigger points where when this happens, we do this. When this happens, then hopefully we do the other. And they're carrying out really well. And I think just as we go along, we can improve all the time. We can implement one or two more things. We can work on a few more set pieces. We can patterns of play and defensive lines and stuff like that. But all I'm asking for is hard work and commitment at the minute. And I think the football will take care of itself. And I'm getting that.
Injury-wise, how are things looking?
Yeah, I think we're fine. Yeah, we're okay. Touch wood. Training today. Travel up straight afterwards. Probably get a few injured on the M6 on the way up there today. It's notoriously rather busy on a Friday at the moment. So, no, we're okay. We're in good spirits. We'll get up to the hotel tonight and probably watch the Coventry game on TV. So we can all sit together. They've got a few singers, a few new people to the club making their debuts in front of the microphone tonight. So we'll have a good bit of fun, and then down to serious business tomorrow.
Is that quite important to go and have that other side
off
the football pitch?
Yeah, we think it is. We don't every away trip we don't do something, but sometimes like the lads take control of it tonight. The new ones have to perform their karaoke song, if you like, whatever. But and I think that just helps towards team spirit. I think it's a big part. Sometimes we organise a little quiz. Sometimes a big game of Jenga, or just do something just to break up the monotony of just sitting in a hotel room. So the staff normally organise something, but I think we'll just watch the game tonight and just see where we go from there.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Mark, Kobe's done so well that some of the fans are wondering whether you're going to be able to keep him for 6 months. Is it a 6-month arrangement, definitely, or
no.
Could they call him back?
Yeah, they could call him back. Yeah, he's on a month. He's on a youth loan. But listen, let's worry about that if it happens. You always have to. If it's one of the things with these youth loans nowadays, we've got an agreement till January, but like I say, month to month. I spoke to Birmingham, I spoke to Lee, and I spoke to Richard Beale last week. I saw Richard Lee at a game, and I saw Bealey called me up in the week. At the minute, there's no intention, and I don't really want to talk about it. He's doing great. He's coming on for half an hour's in games, 35, 40 minutes, and making a big positive impact. We saw what he could do Tuesday for a 90-minute period, and we know he's a good player. But Birmingham, like we're trying to do with our young players, sending them out and getting game time at senior football, they're doing with Kobe, and the Championship's a hell of a lot tougher than the League Two. And their development for Kobe is to send him here for 6 months, and that's the plan as we speak. So hopefully it all goes to plan.
Yeah, Jordan Winter, can he stay for as long as you want him? Because it's a youth loan as well, isn't it?
Again, we're not naive enough to not do anything about it or not think about it. We've broached the subject with Bristol City, and like I said, we know where we're going with it if we're allowed to do it. But we're in the hands of someone else. But no, Jordan's been decent. He's enjoying his football. The gaffer wants him to get 30, 40 games before he goes and sticks him in his team. So hopefully we can give him a good 20 of them.
Yeah. And so are you looking now to get some of your young lads out imminently?
Yeah. I think it's important. We've had a couple of games. We've got another 21s game next week. But it's important that they go and play men's football. But it's also important that they go there and get in the team, and if they go out on loan, and also keep coming in and training with us. They're on training schedules here with Ian, and on the fitness side of it, the strength and conditioning side of it that needs to be continued, even if they go away. So if they're going away to non-league clubs, it'll be for 1 day a week, 1 night a week, but they'll be in training continuously with us to keep progressing and keep getting physically stronger.
Yeah. Have you got an ideal level that you want them to be playing at, or as long as they're playing men's football, is that the main thing?
Well, listen, Sean's added a bit of insight into sort of development stages of football, and we've had a really good chat as a staff, and at the minute it's just yes, we want them as high as they can, but also we don't want them sat on a bench as high as they can and not playing. And if we can give them a pathway, we're not palming them out because we don't rate them. We're palming them out so they can develop. They're 18-year-old boys, most of them. 5 of them, And if it means going to Southern Prem, if it means going to Conference North or South, if it means going to Conference with a step, you know, a pathway into Cheltenham's squad, then that's the way they've got to look at it, and that's the way it is, you know. Sean's we've just speaking to a couple of the young lads there, and if we're a manager, if I'm a manager of a Conference South team, and do I take an 18-year-old kid? I don't know, you know. But if he's done it at the level below, and he's gone about and done his job and handled the physical side of it well, and you've seen him, then you've got more chance of taking him, and it's that stepping stone that they've got to be thinking about. It's not about levels at the moment. It's about game time, and as long as the levels are good standard, you know, we're not going to send them somewhere ridiculous, but as long as the level is good, you know, it's good enough for them, then they'll strive and go on to better things.
Yeah, and Jim Bentley's been named Manager of the Month. Great month. Like you said, they always seem to start well, don't they?
Yeah, they do. Yeah, congratulations to him. Yeah, they do. They do. At the moment, so. We're not worried about that. Great. They always start well. If you look over the past 3 or 4 seasons, they always start well. And I'm sure with the squad that he's got there, the goal scorer he's got in the team, they'll be thinking that they can stay there longer and longer. So it'll be a really good test for us. And people say, people might say you've not played any of the big teams yet. I don't disagree with that. You know, I don't agree with it either. I think, you know, we've played Bury, who are supposedly everyone's favourites, but you know, Carlisle, they're a big club. Some of the other teams that we've played will be up there. They'll be up there, and I don't think it matters who you play and when you play them. I just think it's get the points in the bag and then worry about your next opponents, worry about your next performance, and that's what we're trying to do at the moment.
Safe trip. Cheers, Mark. Thank you.